Alright, how's it going? Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Brave Souls video, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at my 5,000 Year Blood War Aizen. Now, I know he doesn't have the purple numbers, but that's mostly because I didn't bother leveling up this SP slot to 10 because he's a NAD unit and he's supposed to have 0 SP, so honestly it'd be a waste of resources just to get this level 10. But other than that, he does have 10 attack, focus, stamina, and defense, and I have the plus 500 attack here. And so yeah, I'm going to be showcasing this character, see what kind of damage you can do. If you enjoy, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you've been here for a while, please consider subscribing. Help me get to 150 subscribers. I am very close. And without wasting any more time, let's just go ahead and get started. So I won't go over this character really in depth because I did it in my first showcase for this character, but just real quick, these are his stats right here, maxed out except for his SP slot that I mentioned in the intro. He has a soul trait normal attack damage of plus 20%. He does have the ranker killer, and yeah, taking a look at his skills real quick, he has a weakening on all of his attacks except his SA2 because he has a boost here. He does have the gauge that gives him 100% bruiser. His innate skills, his noticeable ones are read all affiliation dodges, fire resistance, spirits are +1. And here is the gauge effect. He has a bruiser of 140%. He is T20. I gave him full stamina damage boost and stamina recovery. Flavor +1, defibrillator, increased status helmet chance against speed attribute enemies, enhancer, poise, multi-barrier, guard break plus hit enemies, and the status ailment spiritual pressure boost. And so yeah, on paper this character is really good. And as for his accessories, I have the Chappy, Hollow Bait, and Wooden Sword. I don't have the Golden Technique Chappy. If I did, I will be using that instead of this Wooden Sword. And his links I'm going to be using are as shown. And so yeah, we are going to take him into IZ and IT, see what kind of damage he can do. Alright, so here we are in an inheritance zone. There are half a ranker and half soul reapers enemies here, so he will have killer against the rankers, not the soul reapers. And so we're just going to be looking at his damage really. Proc the spiritual pressure boost. As you can see, he's doing about 100,000 damage to the ranker enemies with the spiritual pressure boost, and about 67,000 damage to the soul reapers. When he had the spiritual pressure boost, it looked like it was about 71,000 damage. It looked like, we can see now actually, yeah, about 70 to 73,000 damage, 114,000 damage, over 110k against the killer, and that's without his boost. Can't forget about his boost. Then here are the damage from his strong attacks. Strong attacks aren't really anything major since he has an ad unit, and he has no SP really. And now I'm going to activate his boost. With the boost, doing about 60,000 to 100k, I think. With the spiritual pressure boost, the boost should still be active. Doing 100k to the soul reapers, 175,000 to the killer enemies, and that was 200k. Yeah, that was 200k on his last NAD hit, because his last NAD hit, I believe, is a melee collision. The first few hits are ranged. Oh crap, activated the gauge by accident. But as I was saying, yeah, the first few hits on this NAD are ranged, but the last one is melee collision. As you saw, that's where that 200,000 damage came from. Alright, so here we are in inheritance trial now. And so we're just going to probably go on for full on damage. With the boost effect, it was doing, I can't really see damage numbers, but as you can see there, 54 to 53,000 damage. Try to, yeah, 30,000 damage on the last NAD hit. That's because of that melee collision. That's why it's doing extra damage. I gave him stamina recovery mostly because I really don't plan on using his soul bomb that much since he has 0 SP. But you can give him weakened defense if you want to. Me personally, I just didn't. He is immune to the burn pulls right now, so which is good. So he's currently probably the best unit to use for the IT right now. Activate the boost effect. Got that gauge effect now. See how much damage we do. About 189,000 to about 100k with the spiritual pressure boost. That 100k was on the last hit of the melee nat string. And if we can somehow keep the enemies, get the enemies weakened and they're still alive, we're also doing increased damage to them just because they are weakened. And as for his soul bomb, I really didn't expect the soul bomb to kill. Alright, so here we are in co-op IT. See if we can carry these Grimjos that I have with me. And also see if he can still do crazy amounts of damage in here. So now, since he is immune to burn pulls and he has the multi-barrier, I really won't have to play as safe as I did in the last Transcendence showcase. So I can play a little bit aggressive here, but once that shield runs out, I'll have to be careful. But yeah, here he's still doing crazy amounts of damage. That was 185k on that one enemy. They were also weakened. That was without the boost or the spiritual pressure boost that he has. So with that spiritual pressure boost, 80% active, and the boost skill, that was 254k on that weakened enemy. And now that I have my gauge, that was 500,000 damage to those weakened enemies. This character is insane. He's making this extremely easy. And I don't even have the technique golden chappy either. So just imagine how much damage I probably would be doing with that. So this is really his maximum damage since I'm missing that accessory. So if you're someone that has a 5-5 Aizen, not even 5-5, but just an Aizen with the technique golden chappy, he's doing insane amounts of damage. This is probably the best now unit in the game. In my opinion anyways. I don't have that Safely Joshiro, unfortunately. But even though this unit is still a good NAD unit. But I'm pretty sure this Aizen's better than that Joshiro. I lost no full stamina damage boost. And now I have it back, that's why I gave him stamina recovery instead of weakened defense. If you had weakening and drain, that just probably would have solidified himself as the best now unit, but he already is. But he doesn't really need drain since he has a weakening. Weakening is good too. I'll use my soul bomb here just because. Just apply those status elements and just do some damage to these bosses. Gauge effect activated. Try to go into the next room when it's still active. Oh, as soon as I went to a different stage, it deactivated. Now I didn't know that. I thought it was going to stay active, but I guess not. Aizen just absolutely destroyed those bosses. Yeah, he is shredding. Now I lost my full stamina, but it's fine. It's practically over now. Yeah. This Aizen is extremely good. He just made this IT extremely easy. Alright, so that was a brief gameplay of the Max Transcendent 1000-Year Blood Ward Aizen. He's insanely good, especially when he has Killer. And if he doesn't have Killer, I'm pretty sure he's incredibly good. This is definitely a character you can build for auto if you want to. He can do really well if you auto IT. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and as usual, until next time.